Okay, we are live recording. This is our first call of 2019, which is kind of crazy, uh, especially because I think my first ever call for Beachbody was in 2013. So now my kids don't make me feel old. Like number of years in the company make me feel older. um, we wanted to start this year off by redirecting you guys to some tools that are new, but just newer versions of what's always worked. So one of the things that Carl said this morning, if you got to tune into the call, was that all you need to do to see success in your business is to use the tools created to coincide with what's going on in the company. And I've always loved this about Melanie Mitro. It's why she's the top coach. She reinvents almost nothing. Like she teaches her team to use what's in the Coach Online office. And we've talked about this before. But what I really like this year, and you guys probably have seen already that Joy uploaded a document in the team page. I uploaded a couple of files over the weekend. This is the new stuff put out by corporate that Carl's talking about with what's coinciding with what's new in the company. And I like that the vision has kind of shifted not just to celebrating Success Club and, like only rank advancements, but how all the pieces fit together in a leadership ladder, because what really makes an effective, long-term, lucrative business are several different components. It's not just Success Club. It's not just you getting to Diamond because you begged all your friends to buy something, but their heart's not really in it. It's a lot of different things that all flow into a stable, sustainable, and income-producing business. So they've redirected the recognition to this cool series of trophies, but they all play off what's always been there, and that's the leadership ladder. So I'm going to play a short 8-minute video. Some of my coaches have already seen this, but in the files tab of our team page, there's a leader roadmap worksheet, as well as a team leader guide. And team leader really just means that you want to be a Diamond coach. You want to maximize on the benefit of growing and building a team, which Joy talked about live in our page today. And you want to make, oh good, Jen's already got it. You want to start earning team cycle bonus, not just, hoping that people reply to your Instagram message and buy a challenge pack, but you're also making residual income off your cycle bonus. And I think it's a lot easier when you're able to break this stuff down and actually see it numerically. And so that's what these new trackers do for us. So I'm going to play a video. It's only like 8 or 9 minutes. It's going to tell you how to leverage your business and leverage the activities you're putting into your business. I think Joy said it best earlier when we were chatting. If you guys aren't trying to build your team and you don't want to go to Diamond and beyond, why are you even on the team call? That is the next step. Everyone wants to grow beyond where they're at. So I think that coaches who are making the time to show up for something like tonight, it means that you want to advance your business and you want to take it seriously. So these kind of milestones are going to help you do that. And what's great is if you're brand new to the team, it really does break it down on what needs to be done and makes it kind of fun. So I'm going to play that, and I hope my share works. This is right from the Champions page. Okay, I don't want to exit out of Zoom. So this is the Team Builder Tracker training. We're going to talk a little bit about this, and this all came right from the Champions page. So if you're not a part of it, make sure that you ask to join.
25 Leadership. Welcome to the Road to Elite Goal Guiding Trackers training, specifically for Team Builder. During this training, we are going to go over this document right here, which can be found in your back office. This will be specifically for Team Builder qualifications. During this training, we're going to go over and break down each of these sections, and by doing so, hopefully help you track your progress towards Team Builder. So what we're going to do is break this down, starting with the top right here, reminding you what the Team Builder qualifications are. First, you need to achieve at least 25 leadership points, and we'll go over those ways in just a minute. 2, have at least 1,000 5-week cumulative TV from your weak leg. 3, achieve the rank of diamond and hold that for 6 consecutive bonus weeks in 2019 or 1 bonus week in December 2019. And have 1 new Emerald coach who achieves Emerald for the first time in 2019, and they hold it for 6 consecutive weeks or 1 week in December. So these are the different qualifications at the top of the sheet, reminding you what it takes to become a team builder. Now the next section breaks down. So the first, remember, was earning 25 leadership points. Here's how it works. Each month, you qualify for Success Club by selling 3 challenge packs and do at least 2 of the following. So there's A, B, C, D. And then we've also put that, you see it down in the months, January all the way through December. You put a little check mark or an X once you hit Success Club. And then as you fill out A, B, C, or D, you're going to put a check mark or an X in each of those boxes for that month. Let's go over each of what the letters mean, starting with the letter A here over on the left. Have at least 1 2018 or 2019 personally sponsored coach qualify for Success Club. If you help somebody who signed up in 2018 or 2019 as a coach, if you help them earn at least 5 Success Club points, they achieve Success Club. If by doing so, you can put a check mark or an X in there, or you can even put, if you do more than 1, you can put the number in there in that box as well, helping you remind you what that's for. In box B, sell 2 additional challenge packs. If you're able to do that, you put a check mark or a box in there, or you can put the number of how many additional challenge packs you sold. For box C, have at least 1 2019 personally sponsored coach earn a Success Club point in the month they enroll or the month after. You put an X or a check mark there or the number. And then for D, retain at least 3 2019 customers or coaches on 90 PV or more in product, meaning they're on Home Direct with Shakeology or the Performance Stack. If you can do that, you put the X or check mark in that box. Okay, now as you do this, you can see, okay, here's where my strengths are, here's my areas of improvement, and by doing so, you can see that you are on the road to Team Builder. Now, in the blue box on the right-hand side, it says, complete the Success Club System Daily Activity Tracker at least 5 days a week to help you qualify for Success Club. Track the weeks you do this here. So not this document, but there's a separate document called the Success Club System Daily Activity Tracker. You can look it up in the FAQs. And then it gives you the daily things you should be doing to help you achieve Success Club. As you fill that out, and as you do it at least 5 days a week, fill in the bubble. Those are weeks 1 through 52. There's 52 weeks in the year. That helps you know, okay, the reason I am marking boxes here on the left, A through D, is because I'm filling in the bubbles. Or, you know what, I'm not filling out the boxes or checks in the boxes on A through D as much. I wonder why. Well, it looks like on the right-hand side, I'm not filling in the bubbles as much, meaning I'm not doing the Success Club System Daily Activity Tracker. It helps you kind of see where your strengths and weaknesses are. So that's with earning the 25 leadership points. The second category, remember, is to earn at least 1,000 TV 5-week cumulative in a weak leg, meaning your weak leg volume, the leg in your business with the lower TV amount each week, impacts your income from the team cycle bonus. Team Builder qualification requires a combined total of 1,000 TV in your weak leg in a 5 consecutive bonus week period in 2019. Find your weak leg volume in the coach office or on the volume link on the left side of your dashboard. And then you can kind of write it down here. So what we're saying is in January, WE stands for week ending. So bonus weeks go from Wednesday through Thursday, or Thursday through Wednesday, sorry. And as on that date, you kind of write down, okay, I'm going to go in my back office. What was the lesser volume of the 2 legs? That's your weak leg. You're going to put that volume there. And then you just keeping track of this. And then if any time you can add between any of these slots, consecutive 5 weeks add up to 1,000, you've achieved this goal. Now it's great to continue on and write down what your week leg volume is, because this helps you with your other milestones that you can go for. But this helps you see what your week leg volume is each of the weeks. Okay, earning up to 1,000. Next is achieving the rank of diamond. Each circle below is an active coach on the left, bottom left over here, including 2 who have sponsored at least 2 active coaches, making them emerald. Once completed, you need to hold this structure for 6 consecutive bonus weeks anytime in 2019, or at least 1 bonus week in December 2019. So what you do here on the right-hand side, you write down your potential coaches, people who could fit or fill in the bubbles here on the left. As you get them, or if you already have them, you can write their name in here. If they have at least 50 PB, that makes them active. If they pay their business service fees, you can check that off. That makes them active. There's no problems. You put their name on there. And as you fill this out, the bottom ones in green, those are the people that are emerald. Remember, you need at least 2 of them to achieve emerald. If you have 4 and 4 on each side of your legs, and at least 1 on each side is an emerald, meaning they have 2 people below them each, you've achieved the rank of diamond. Now, it's not a 1-week thing. You need to hold this for 6 consecutive weeks during 2019 to check this box. Or if you can't, make sure that 1 week in December, you are at least the rank of diamond. You can check that off. So this is just a fun way to kind of track who's the potential coaches and who's helping you get to diamond. Now, the last thing on this sheet is you need to have at least 1 new emerald coach in 2019. To qualify as team builder, you need to have a personally sponsored coach qualify as emerald for the first time in 2019. The new emerald must hold their rank for 6 consecutive weeks anytime in 2019, or at least 1 time in December. Now, remember, this is a big important note. This can be one of the emeralds you need for your diamond rank. They can double dip on here. It's no problem at all. So you can check the box that says, I have a new 2019 emerald as part of my diamond rank requirement who qualifies for this requirement, or I developed a new 2019 emerald who qualifies for this requirement. You put the name down, make sure that they are active, pay their business service fees, and you can check this off because you've helped 1 new emerald who've held their rank for 6 consecutive weeks for 1 time in December. So that is it. This is a great tracker for you to kind of print out, put above your computer, kind of help you understand, okay, I need to be doing the daily activity tracker for the Success Club system. And as I do so, I can start filling in these boxes, writing down my weekly volume, who's my emeralds, who's my coaches, am I giving points? And then this helps you organize yourself towards team builder. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to the Coach Development team or in your back office. Thank you so much for joining us today on today's training.
Okay, who had already seen that? A couple people, okay. What's cool is you really only need 1 of those for the whole entire year, 1 of the team builder qualification trackers. So you print it out, you put it in your binder. I know this stuff isn't like as fun to talk about as Instagram filters or how to do great stories or whatever, but it's important because it's a blueprint for your business. And I think a lot of coaches struggle with getting to where they want to go because they really don't know, like, what are the requirements I should be checking off if I want to reach this goal. So you have to take this sheet and you have to take what you just heard and what we're going to talk about tonight and look at it as like your business plan. And there's no solid profitable business anywhere that didn't start with some sort of plan. And when you really take your time to learn this, it's really not that complicated. So
hey guys, we are at the top of the hour, which means it is time for our Friday training. Hello, welcome to the Champions Page training for today.
Hello.
If you don't know me, my name is Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin. So like to get 25 leadership points, that's just saying, okay, in January, can you hit Success Club yourself? Can you help 1 of your new coaches that you signed up this year get 1 or more Success Club points? Or help 1 of your coaches from last year that you signed up in 2018 achieve Success Club themselves? If you don't have working coaches yet, then one of the ways to get more leadership points is instead of just shooting for Success Club 5, you get Success Club 10 in your own business and you get extra points. So it's not like the funnest thing to go over, but it's really important. And we have a new way you can kind of track or fill in your rank advancement goals just with a pretty simplified piece of paper that I'm going to show you. Joy, do you want to add anything while I pull that up?
I think this should be used during Sunday review and when you're looking at your month, because obviously your day-to-day is still going to be your power hour, all of that. But Ashley and I both experienced getting really stuck in our business last year because we got so stuck in the weeds and the day-to-day. We forgot to pick our head up and look at like what the goal is, the overall goal. So this is going to remind you, oh yeah, what is my big goal I'm shooting for? Oh, so now I know what my 3 MVPs are today or this week, what my goal is for just this week. Yes, Jen.
I don't ever want to take it off, mute if I have kids walking in, so I'm raising my hand like school. But the only thing I feel a little bit confused is I actually went through and decided to print off lots of things in our Grit and Grace team page. Starting looking at things going, what did I not have when I got the new tracker? And then I saw that. So I happened to print that off going, what is this? So I didn't know you guys were going over that. But number 2, the weak leg thing, I don't know why it still confuses me a little. I know where to look for it in the back office. And I know I've watched the team cycle bonus thing, but for some reason, this is confusing me a little bit of how that number 2 works.
Yeah,
so volume, so I'll let her take it.
Basically, when they're looking at that, they're looking that your organization is growing on both sides. So they do have a weak leg volume quota, because even corporate knows coaches are going to get paid more in team cycle bonus if their weak leg is keeping up with their strong. So you would just look every week, and you said you know where to look at for this. So on Wednesday night, I would look at what my weak leg volume is. So on January 2nd, I would have written that down. Then again on January 9th, so on Wednesday, I'll write that number down. And as long as all of those numbers for all 5 weeks total 1,000 points or more, you're hitting that benchmark for the team builder. Does that make sense?
You'll have over 1,000.
Yeah, it shouldn't be hard to get over 1,000. And the numbers sound like a lot, but once you kind of get in the groove of tracking this, a lot of you are going to see that you're kind of well on your way already. So the team builder tracker is really just a way to stay accountable and reflect on your month. I like that they put like the little 52 weeks next to those January, February, March, April, because then, if you have a crappy February, but then you look and see, okay, 3 of the weeks in January, I didn't do my daily power hour. I mean, of course you're not going to have a great February. We have talked a lot in the past about a lot of different trackers. I was really happy that they introduced the Success Club system one, because it just hits every single mark. So if you're a coach who's been like, there's a zillion trackers in the team files, there's a zillion trackers online, I don't know which one to follow, just throw them all away and print this one and follow that from now on. Because it literally does hit every box. Your workout, so I guess I can pull this up real quick. It covers your workout, your Shakeology. Did you make time to initiate connections and add followers? Did you put things in your Instagram stories? It tells you exactly what to put in your Insta story. So when I was going through it today, I checked every box, but I have not done a recognition or a shout out. And that's a good thing I should be putting in my Insta story. So it kind of reminds you, okay, that's an activity that successful coaches have a habit of doing. So I should get in the habit of checking this box. And really this whole tracker is still, I don't know, under about 90 minutes if you added it all up, and you can still break it apart. You don't have to sit down and do it all at once. But if you've been going back and forth with using different trackers and just don't feel like you have a solid system, I would suggest just throwing it all out and getting on board with what corporate made us, because they developed it with coaches who have hit elite and our 15 star, and this is what they're doing in their business. And it's for new coaches as well as coaches who've been doing this a long time. Like, I'm using this tracker for sure from now on. I think, like, and just today I almost filled up the page of who I connected with. So I think I'm going to have to either print more pages or figure out a different way to track those. But it's rock solid. What's that, Joy?
I had the same problem. It's already full.
Yeah, I was like, I think I'm going to end up transferring this to Teamsy. But if you're a new coach, you're not talking to 36 people a day. Try and just fill out the sheet that says who you interacted with. Try and fill this out in a week. Like, that's a great goal. Just, can you talk to 36 people this week only in 7 days? You'd be well on your way to hitting Success Club and really knocking out some goals. Do you have any questions on the tracker, where to find it, or like the qualification tracker? If you are a diamond level coach,
Is it on the champions page? I was just looking on our page and I couldn't see it. I know I already printed it, but I wanted to print another one, but now I can't remember where I saw it because I printed everything.
Yeah, I found it in the files tab of the champions page.
I thought
I could not find it in my online office. Like they say in the video that it's there, I couldn't find it anywhere, so I printed it from the files tab of the champions page. So if you're already a diamond coach, like Nikita, Emily, who else is on? You would not print the team builder, you would print the team leader. There's also a team leader qualification tracker. It looks the same, but the numbers are a little bit higher. So everything's tracked the same. It just goes over like some separate numerical goals for diamond and above. You would be shooting for 1 star, diamond or beyond.
Sorry, I was just gonna say, so is that the you said that's not the team builder, the other one, and it's in the what page did you just say it was in?
So I got these out of the Beachbody Champions page.
Okay.
And under their files tab.
Champions. Okay.
If you're a new coach and this sounds overwhelming, I would say focus on the Success Club tracker that Carl went over today, and then set like a monthly Zoom with your upline to go over this tracker together to be making sure you're getting to your big goals. And I know Ashley and I are happy to do that for anybody in our downline. So if you guys have coaches, but you don't feel comfortable going over this with them, we'll hop on a call and go over it with them too. Do you hear my 3-year-old throwing a fit?
My kids are being loud too. Yeah, if you're a new coach, just start with the Success Club system daily tracker that's right in our team page. Carl suggested printing 52 copies. I don't have that much ink, so I did print 4, so I have at least enough copies for the next month. But just start there because, yeah, the volume and the rank advancement stuff, you'll start growing into that when you hit Emerald. Go ahead, Sarah. I'm going to unmute you. Hold on. Okay, unmuted.
This is the one that we should not worry about right now. It says Leader Roadmap Worksheet. I don't know. I got on a printing spree, I think. And I think I ended up with things maybe I don't need right now because it's a whole bunch of Spanglish, really.
I'm going to show you guys what she's talking about. Well, first, okay, I'm going to back up. All right, this is just a fun way that you guys can kind of think about your rank and grow into it. We'll put it in the team page. It does a good job of explaining each rank, and you can fill in the blank bubbles with people's names. Why can't I open this up? So to get to Emerald, pardon me?
Where is that?
I haven't uploaded it yet. We're going to show it to you guys tonight, and I'll upload it. So for an Emerald focus, you would just, you and 2 other people. So you would fill these in. Maybe you already have one, write their names down. Or maybe there are several people in mind. You could write down 3 people you have in mind for this side and 3 people you have in mind for this side and just kind of cross them off as you talk to them. Ruby is you, then 2 on your left, 2 on your right, and then 2 more people get to Emerald. So help your coaches go Emerald. And then Diamond is, you would hit Emerald again. So now you have 4 coaches on each leg, and you're going to help. You already have the 2 Emeralds from Ruby, so you really just need 2 more coaches after that. So Diamond again is just 4 on each side with an emerald on each side. So this is just like a good visual for you guys to kind of write in the names. And when I went and hit diamond for the first time, I just had this bottom section, had myself at the top and 4 blank spaces on each leg. And I just wrote out as many different people that I wanted on my team in those spaces as I could. And then I reached out to them all and crossed them off as I either added them to the team or didn't. And that's just if you're a visual learner. Because a lot of the stuff we talk about, and then I'm a visual learner, so unless I can see something and write it down, I don't really grab a hold of what's going on. So these tools are really meant to help you, even though they're not like the funnest, fanciest thing.
We're really excited, actually, because we're going to make this into a game that we do all year to really grow, because we're both shooting for 15-star as a team. We want this to be a team effort, and we've come up with some really awesome rewards for people along the way. But it's going to be a game where everyone is on a rainbow road, and we're going to have you in your little color, and we're going to say where you are on your rainbow road. But here's the thing. In the past, we've always been like, okay, go emerald. And then like people just kind of have to figure it out. What we're going to do is every 2 weeks, we are all going to go emerald again. We're going to hop on a call where we do an emerald call. We going emerald. We game plan who the next 2 coaches are going to be. And then we all go emerald together. And then 2 weeks later, we get your new coaches on the call with us, and we all go emerald again. So we're helping you grow your own emerald. So you're not just out there doing it alone. We're not making new coaches do it alone. We're all going to do it together, because literally, you guys, that is how you get to diamond. You just keep growing emeralds. So we're going to all do this as a team together. And then Ashley and I are setting benchmarks, like when we all hold 5-star together for 6 weeks. I'm going to host the Diamond Retreat at my Airbnb in Denver that you're all going to come to, the diamonds that qualify. And then when we hit 15 stars as a team, we're going to rent a beach house for all of everybody to come to. And it's going to be super fun, because we both obviously want to go big, but we didn't want it to be like, well, I want to go big, so come on, team. We wanted it to be a team effort, right? We want to do it together. And we're serious. We want to help women make serious income. So we're kind of like, come on, you guys, let's do this. So we just figured it'd be easier for you guys by doing this. So we're going to have a push to emerald call every 2 weeks where we will all get on. This is not just for new coaches. We're all going to get on. We're all going to do this together. We will also personally reach out to your new coaches and invite them on. Sometimes they like to hear from someone in the upline. So we will invite them on, help them go emerald, to be helping you guys, because we want you to rank advanced too. Like, don't just stop at diamond. You go to star diamond. You start getting 2-star bonuses. Like, that's what this is all about.
I've always thought, and like since the beginning of coaching, I just really want someone that I personally sponsored to outrank me. Like,
yes,
suddenly they take off and they're like 10-star and I'm still sitting at 5. Like, that would be the goal for everyone, really. And that's the beauty of the business, is you can. Like, Sarah signed up 2 months ago, but if she decides to run with this stuff, she can be like, well, my upline's a 2-star, but I'm a 4. So like,
I have to say, after that big meeting, I was actually sitting there pumping and donating plasma while listening to Danny Ditra and listening to them all. But I'm like, seriously, pumping my fist, because you got to pump for a whole minute. And then I was shopping afterwards and then driving while listening to it. But I went home that night and told my hubby, oh my gosh, that's me. That's where I want to be. I'm going to be on that call, and they're going to see me get there. And I don't know why, but I've been like so pumped, so excited. And even I think how I'm handling things, even the no's are lots nicer. I know it sounds funny, but seriously, I think people are like, at least I'm moving a little bit, because the no's, I've probably 75% of my no's are, you know what, I'm doing something right now, but it's only lasting this long. Can I come back around and catch you on another swing? I said, oh, heck yeah. I said, this is my life. This is what I'm going to be doing, and I'd love to have you. I've always got new challenges and new challengers, and I'd love to have you when you're ready. So I just thought it's changing though. I can feel change. I don't know. This is just exciting, but I just keep thinking, why not? Why not? And I've actually reached out to bigger people the last 48 hours, to people I have followed for a while that have thousands of followers. And I thought, why the heck can't I ask them to join me? And you know what? I have somebody that says, you know what? That sounds fun. Let me talk to my husband. And she's pretty actually high up there in that hair, that one I got the, how do you say it? Monet, whatever hair. But she's like, you know what? That sounds like a lot of fun. Tell me more about what it is. And she goes, I'm watching how you're doing it. Let me talk to my hubby and we might just be on board. So I gave her the packages and we'll see how that goes. But it just felt exciting to ask big people.
Yes. Good. That's the goal.
Yeah, for sure. And the shift happens when you just like start believing you can. Like the shift comes from the confidence that you've developed in yourself as a coach, Jen, that you might be new at this, but it doesn't mean you're any less qualified than the next person to be a good cheerleader. And really the difference of someone who's kind of just throwing darts at the board and hoping one sticks, and a coach who's really like ready to lead a national wake-up call and, you know, be interviewed by Trina, is the coach who's willing to spend the time to look at this stuff, to print it out, to put it in a binder, and then actually track it. Okay, how am I doing this week versus last week? How am I doing February versus January? How am I doing this year versus last year? And if I'm not increasing my success, then what am I not doing that I was that's working, or what I need to change? Like every successful leader tracks their activities, they track their business, and they do like continual self-evaluations of where they're at. Like these are tools to give you an honest reflection of what's going on in your business. It doesn't mean if you don't get 25 leadership points this year, you're a bad coach and you're not succeeding. It just gives you a benchmark and something to look at and rise to the occasion, for sure. I mean, this stuff didn't exist when I started, so it's not like if you don't check every box, you're not going to succeed. But had I had boxes like this to check in the beginning, I would be so much further ahead. So really, I mean, get excited about these tools and buy some ink, I guess. The thing Sarah had a question on, it is in our team page, so I pulled it up just to show you guys, because it is, I think, a helpful tool. This is the Leader Roadmap worksheet. So all this is for a whole year. You would print one for the whole year. This would say, what's your current rank? Are you a coach? Are you an emerald? Are you a diamond? What do you want to be by the end of the year, December 2019? What is your current monthly income? What do you want it to be by the end of the year? So you're setting goals at the top. And then here it just gives you a monthly numerical way to check. So how many Success Club points did you earn in January versus February, and so on? How many challengers did you put in a group? How many challenge packs did you sell? And at the bottom here, I wrote down my 5 top leaders on my team who I want to work with, who I think I can help rank, advance, and count on to hit Success Club, and they want to grow their business. If you're a newer coach, you might write down the name of the 2 people that you have on your team, or the name of 5 people that you want to have on your team. You don't necessarily have to use this bottom section, but again, it's just another way for you to look at before and after, month to month, year start to year end in your business. So we're really just talking about 3 different worksheets, which is your daily Success Club tracker, which every coach at every level needs to have and use every day, or at least 5 days a week. And then your team builder qualification tracker, if diamond and growing a team is a goal. And then if you wanted to have that leader roadmap worksheet that I just showed you, it would just be another, tool in your wheelhouse. And all 3 of those are in our team page.
We are also going to start going live every Thursday in our team page and announcing ranks, because it's super fun on the National Wake Up Call, right? When they announce when you rank advanced to diamond, but they don't do that for anything below. And because we're going to be doing these Emerald groups every 2 weeks, we should be having people hit new ranks. So we're going to start going live and giving people shout outs on our team page and announcing their new ranks or things like that as a way to give each other a shout out. So watch for that. Give your own teammates a shout out, whatever. But I guess we've both just really decided, Ashley and I have, that next year, like a year from now, we're not going to be in the same place. This year is going to be big. We're going to do big things. We're going to rank and advance a lot. We're going to increase our income a lot. And we want you with us because we're going to run hard this year. You don't have to come, but we would love it if you did, because I mean, a year from now, do you want to like be like, oh, dang, I should have jumped on the train. There it went. Not that it's ever too late, because you could, but I'm telling you what, man, like there is something different for me too about how I can even picture where I'm going to be and who I already believe that I am. And there's no going back once you decide that. And so we are here seriously to help you guys. And we want you guys to be serious about it too, because it's really about your success. This isn't something that's done alone. It's done as a team.
Yeah. I mean, I already decided that it wouldn't be this summit, but next summit, I'm going to walk across the stage with my baby in a baby carrier. And in my like vision, it's a girl. So if it's a boy, I'm going to have to like cry a little bit and then wrap my head around it. But like, just envision that stuff, like where you want to be. Like, what are you wearing? Who's with you? What do you get to buy or go do with your family? Like, think about it before you go to bed at night. I think about that before I go to bed at night. Me walking across the stage with a baby carrier and my kids in the front row. So, like, what are you thinking about before you go to bed? Are you thinking about, like, all your problems or your to-do list that you didn't get to or why you feel bad about this or that? Or, like, thinking about where you're going and then make that your reality?
And then write down every day. I write down every day, I am a 15-star diamond. Like, I am. It's not I want to be. It's I am. You're already claiming that identity because you have to before you can get there.
Yeah. You have to speak to the person you want to be, but like you are already there. Mm-hmm. I am a confident leader who attracts hard-working women.
And then once you think about that, you think, okay, then how would this person show up in this business? How would they show up on social media today? How would they show up for their team? Because that would change the way you work.
So tell me what happens for you what gets you to walk across that stage? What happens? What qualifies you for all that?
You can walk across for a lot of reasons. Like you can walk for every star diamond, so 1-star, 2-star, 3-star. You can walk across the stage for being a Success Club All-Star, a Success Club Legend, Millionaires Club. I mean, in my vision, I'm 15-star, but you can pick whatever you want. Anyone on this call right now could walk across the stage at Summit this summer for hitting 1-star diamond.
Oh, yes. Easily.
Woo-hoo.
Easily.
Yeah.
And
you know, it's funny. Do you want to know what I dream about? I can imagine the lines long and don't know what she's going to be doing, knowing she's the keynote speaker. But I am so damned and determined to get a picture with Rachel Hollis. Seriously, that is when I go to bed every night going, oh no, because I have so many people that I know that talk about her all the time, and you should read this. And I finally on one of a friend's page go, oh yeah, she's the keynote speaker at our business event. I said, I get to see her and listen to her live in July. And they're all, what? And I said, yeah. And I said, and I'm determined I'm getting a selfie with her too. So I guess we'll keep you posted for that one. And then I'm like, I got to deliver for me first. But yeah, because I think about that all the time going, if there's going to be a line, then I will sit there at 5 a.m. and I don't care what's going on and make sure I'm in that line first. I know, that's just what I think about.
Jen gets arrested for rushing the stage at Summit. That would be the best. And I think that one thing that held me back as a leader for a long time is that I felt like if I succeeded and then my team didn't, was I going to be able to sleep well at night or whatever, be okay with that? Because I really value other people's success, other people on our team's success. But between the Grit and Grace Tribe thread, where we're sharing what we're doing all day, every day, I explained it to a new coach today as like a busy chatter hub for business builders. Like, we're telling you how we're inviting, we're telling you what we're adding to our story. A lot of times we're giving what we're adding to our story. We're giving feedback back on how to respond to people. Between that, our team page, team calls like this, giving you our verbiage, like, we're going to run whether people run with us, and we're not going to lose any sleep at night feeling like we didn't mentor the team the right way, because literally we give you everything that we do. So it's a level playing field. Like, I really want to challenge someone to outrank me by the end of the year. That would be amazing. Has to be someone in my downline.
Yes.
But it really is. It's a level playing field. So you guys have access to every resource and more that you could ever need to grow a successful business. And if there's something you don't know about, there's Google and YouTube. That's how I learned about Instagram. I
think about what Trina said at one of our diamond retreats, where she's like kind of sort of in and kind of sort of building something, like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, doesn't feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it just doesn't feel good, right? Then it feels like you have this business that's sucking the life force out of you, but not really giving you anything. So it's kind of like, okay, then pick one. Either go all in and run as hard as you can. And yes, there are times in the beginning where you're giving more than it's giving back. But if you really go for it, this business will give you your dreams, right? So pick one. Be in or out is what Trina would always say. But she's like, but the kind of sort of 1 foot in, 1 foot out just doesn't feel good.
It's like doing 80-day obsession, but then eating pizza and Oreos at night. Okay, I think it'd be fun to end this, just go around real quick and say, okay, like, what would be your vision? I already shared my cheesy one of walking across the stage, but if you had your dream come true this year, like, what does it look like? What are you doing? What's the success? And it could be as simple as, I don't know, I just bought my kid more birthday presents than we could ever afford. But, like, what does it look like for you? And I'm going to start with Melissa, just because you're top left of my screen. I'm going to put you on the spot. You're going to have to unmute your line.
So my husband and I actually laid in bed talking about this last night. You know, we're on the Dave Ramsey program. So we're talking about what our dream was at the end. How are we going to reward ourselves before we move on to the next step? And we both want to take all of our kids. We have 4 kids, 2 grown and then 2 teenagers. And we want to take them on a vacation to Turks and Caicos. So a resort there. So 4 kids plus the 2 girlfriends of the older 2. So that, I'm claiming that it's going to happen. It might not happen the end of this year, but it's going to happen by the end of next year.
I like it.
That's awesome. You'll have to hire a professional photographer too. Just like
Yes. Yeah, we went to St. Lucia 2 years ago, and we hired a photographer while we were there. It's a lot of fun.
Love it.
But just the 2 of us. I want to take all of my family.
I love that. Jen, your vision has to be bigger than getting a selfie with Rachel Hollis.
Yes.
I'm gonna go
Myself.
Hey, that's just when I think, when I've just been envisioning what Summit is. I keep listening to what it is, and actually I right now I have lots of them, but honestly, it's the income I'm going to be earning, and I'm determined I will be. That will be solid, and it's also I want to just say, boom, I want to think about that trip. I have 7 kids, and my oldest is about to move out again in a couple months for good. And it's just crazy thought. But I also have my oldest son that just turned 18 in December, the one that's autistic. It has been a long road, but I finally said it out loud to him to commit me and put 2 feet in. But I haven't taken my kids back, and it sounds funny and maybe cliche, but he wants to do Disneyland again so bad. So we're taking all of us back and freaking spending a week and doing the bounce back passes and everything. And they just I even watched or listened to something where they announced all their prices are raised and everything. So I put out this big number to where we have ease and everything, airfare, all of that. And I am going to pay for it myself. And guess when he graduates? Not this summer, but next summer. And I'm paying for it all. Because remember, I have trips going on this year that I'm also paying for. And I've got Summit, and I leave to Europe 5 days after I get back from Summit for 2 weeks. And I'm working my butt off, and it's gonna happen. I feel extremely positive that I can do it, and I can do it without stress. That is a dream, to where I can say, hey, you know what, that's okay. I know I can make $3,000 at least to set aside this month, and if I do that, hey, I can do this in 3 months easy. That is where I want to be and what I want to say. I totally got this. I mean, I'm blessed, and I have a husband that takes care of everything, and this really is mine and extra. This is so we can enjoy our kids. And I mean, I only have 6 kids, you know, that are not adults anymore. But if you think about it and break it down, they're only all home how many more summers each one? And I mean, that actually hurts so bad. So I want to make memories.
Yes.
I do. I don't want to buy things. I don't care about things, but I do want to spend my money on memories, the things that, great, my husband takes care of everything else, then I want to be the bada boom, bada bang. I got that covered. We're going to go do that.
I love
And
that.
so there's my big dreaming, but it is about living a life that puts a smile on all of our faces every day. That is how I feel.
I love that. Joy, you didn't share yours, so I'll go to you next.
I'm walking the stage with you. We're both walking as 15 star.
Well,
Hello.
what are you doing? Are you holding a baby?
No, I'm not holding a baby. I want to we were just talking about going on a trip to either Fiji or Bora Bora with the kids, which would be a super long flight. So we would have to go for like a couple weeks and obviously help with that. But I really want to go to the new Superstar trip retreat, I don't know, thing that Beachbody gives.
For the top 10?
No, I don't think it's the top 10. I think it's new Superstar Diamonds. They have some sort of a weekend thing.
They get a meet and greet at corporate. Yes. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I watched that live one year and it made me cry. I don't know why. They were just walking in the door.
I think more importantly, I just want to feel like I'm really leading women. Like I'm leading really strong, courageous women who are doing really big things. Like that for me, I think is what's changed. And it's funny because I didn't even realize it till I wrote out my why on the top of the Success Club thing that Carl talked about. And it was like my why. And I was like, because I want to lead and mentor women to do really big things. So I want to feel like a leader of women.
It was that, we were watching A Christmas Story with that awful lamp and Ralphie over the Christmas. And I was so bothered by, I never paid attention to the wife in that movie, but I was so bothered how she never stood up for herself. She never did anything. And I was like, this is how women this is how women are. They don't go after anything they want in life.
I can't stand that movie.
I
will not watch it.
I hadn't seen it since I was a kid, and I watched it, and I was like, holy crap, this lady is she's a pushover. Anyways, that's a sidetrack. But mentoring other women teaches them that they can have the confidence to do that, to stand up for themselves. Sarah, can you unmute and share yours?
Yeah, so I think everyone else's dreams just became mine too, because I was picturing sitting in Bora Bora at one of those huts having like the ultimate champagne toast with my husband, thinking like, oh man, we made it, like we did it, you know, so that would be super cool. I want to make it to Diamond as fast as I can. I want to be an example to my girls of what healthy and happy and strong looks like. And I want to be able to pay for homeschooling field trips everywhere we go. I want to see absolutely everything that we can while we're there because we're going to be traveling so much in the next few years. So that's kind of where I'm at. I want to be able, if we're in Maryland, to hop, skip, and jump to New York and spend time there and, not have to worry about the cost.
Yeah. Every night you go to bed, just like picture yourself in Bora Bora.
Yes. I might actually print out that picture and maybe put it on my computer or something.
I love that. Okay, Morgan, you're up. Oh, wait. There you go.
Got you, yeah. I would love to go diamond. That would be a good goal for me. I think I've struggled a lot with trying to find coaches. And maybe I'm just looking at the wrong people. I almost got one last night, but slipped through my fingers. I would also like to take my husband and daughter to Italy. We found out I was pregnant with Ez in Italy on a trip, so it'd be fun to go back there and just like experience it all over again. So that would be my goal.
Amazing. I'm gonna go to Dina after. I'm gonna read Nikita's and Jocelyn's real quick because they can't talk. So Nikita said that she's gonna walk the stage as one star with her long red hair and an emerald green sparkly dress with red heels, and she wants her husband James to be there and have a fun night out celebrating and dancing afterward. The paycheck of over $1,000 a week consistently. That's huge. I mean, $4,000 a month is a lot of money for a family. That's huge. Jocelyn also wants to surprise her husband and take him on a honeymoon since they haven't had one. And she wants to go to every summit possible. Indianapolis is so close to Michigan, Jocelyn. You don't have an excuse this year. And she wants to replace her day job, enough income to replace her day job. Love those. Yeah, you better get your ticket for Summit this month, you guys. It's still on sale, and a huge sale, because I think I paid $300 for my ticket the first year I ever went to Summit. What is it right now, $155? Okay, so yeah, everyone should get their ticket.
I think starts on the 12th or something.
And how great of a post is that? I just paid to take a company trip to Indianapolis with my earnings this month, $155. All right, Dina, quick share yours. I know you got family at home.
It's all right. Joe's home.
Oh, good.
Hey, everyone. I am aiming for 1-star diamond by the end of the year.
I love that.
And yes, my goal is to pay off our remaining credit card debt. We don't have much left, but with me not working right now, it's starting to pile up. So interest rates. And I would love to go to Bora Bora with you.
Yeah, good.
That has been a lifelong goal. But reality is I would like to build my savings account because we keep our savings separate for more than one reason, that I can put a down payment on a house in 2 years when we're ready to move off base. So that is my long-term goal.
I love that. And you guys have to write these down. I just found in my notebook my resolutions from last year, and a lot of them I hit without even really remembering they were there. I think there's power in just writing things down even one time. Desiree, what do you see for yourself? What is your vision?
So I would like to at least go part-time in my day job. I've worked ever since I was 15, so I'm kind of used to working and like to be out of the house. At least it kind of gets me that adult interaction away from the kids. But to at least go part-time and just to get some more time at home would be an ideal goal. With my current job right now, I don't get home until after 7 at night, and then the kids are in bed by 8. So I see them rushing out, for school in the morning, and then I'm rushing them to bed. So that's kind of hard. My oldest right now is off with his dad this year because he was kind of feeling like I wasn't home. And so he kind of went to go spend a year with them, which was a huge heartbreak for me this year because I was like, oh my God, did I push him away because I wasn't home? So I guess that would be one of my ultimate goals, is just to be home more. Obviously my kids are craving that. And I would like to, build memories with them. I'm kind of with the same thing with, with the gifts and everything else. My goal for next Christmas was to not really do the whole Christmas present thing, but to do a family vacation instead. They're all kind of getting to be that age to where they're going to start remembering their childhood. And, we're spending hundreds of dollars on toys that they get to spend like a week playing with before they are like, okay, I don't want to play with this anymore. Versus, having pictures and memories of being able to go do something as a family. So I've told my husband that's really what I want to do next year. I really want to hit that goal, and just be like, hey, we don't have to stress about doing this, because I think that's his main stress is, how are we all going to get on a plane, and how are we all going to be able to afford this without putting it on a credit card and going into more debt? So I think that would be my ultimate goal, not just, paying off the credit card debts or anything, but just to be able to hit this one vacation as a family and not have to put it on the credit card. Like, that would be an ultimate goal.
That would feel amazing. I don't think I've heard anyone yet say something like, oh, I want to buy a Louis Vuitton. It's all lifestyle experiences, just being able to enjoy life with your family the way you want to enjoy it, which for a lot of us is not camping. Okay, Louisa, what would be your vision or goal for yourself this year? Hang on. I'm going to unmute your line. Wait, where'd you go?
How about now?
Yeah? I can hear you, but now I can't see you. But go ahead. I can hear you. That's all that matters. Oh, wait. Now I can't hear you anymore.
Sorry, I'm so challenged. Okay. So I think just being able to provide income at all on any level would be awesome, because my husband, he does work so hard, and he's a nurse, so there's tons of opportunity for him to work. And just for Christmas this last year, he worked a whole bunch of shifts just so that we can provide Christmas, so that we didn't have to use credit. So just to be able to support our family income would be nice at all. So I'm just dreaming small here, but I think that would be nice to provide just any income at all.
Well, no, I think that's good. And a lot of times just small goals, like, hey, I paid the electric this month, gives way to being able to dream larger. Because sometimes we have to feel like we can accomplish something immediately to be able to cast a longer term vision. So that's huge. I mean, I did not dream about making 6 figures when I started coaching. I just dreamed about not being told I couldn't go visit my parents, who were only 4 hours away because we didn't have enough gas for the SUV. Shay, you're the last person, because I read Jocelyn and I read Jocelyn and Nikita. So Shay, what's your vision? Yeah, there you go.
So it's very similar to everyone else's. Noah and I just bought this house, and it's kind of our first big purchase. We had a house before and sold it, but this is our big purchase together. And we accrued a little bit of debt obviously the house is in debt, but we accrued some credit card debt and things that we don't like having. And then my kids want to go to Disney, and my 10-year-old loves Harry Potter, and so she wants to go to Hogwarts, and I refuse to put that on a credit card. So I want to pay off the debt to be able to go on this trip. Then my mother-in-law said, hey, in December, let's go back to New York for Christmas for my 70th birthday. So now we're looking at 2 vacations in 1 year while paying off debt. We also do the Dave Ramsey plan too, which, by the way, if you don't do it, you should, because it's amazing and difficult, but amazing. So it's kind of the accumulation of everyone else's goals is, of course, growing the business so that I feel confident. And then, of course, the end goal is to quit my job at the school, because right now it's not really doing anything but paying for health insurance. That is literally the only thing that my job is doing. And I want to be able to provide a vacation and feel okay about it. I want to be able, my kids are 7 and 10. They're not going to love Disney forever, And, you know, they're not going to love it as much as they will now. So I want to take them now so that they can enjoy it. So that's kind of my goal for the year, is to pay off this little bit of debt and then have these vacations that I can say, look at what I did. You know, my husband works very hard. He travels the world. He's always gone, and he sacrifices a ton for our everyday things. So I would love to be able to say just kind of a thank you, like a payback thank you of, you have worked so hard in giving us all of this. Now look at what I have done to help.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. I love that. I loved hearing this. This was the best part of the call. Okay, we do have to get a boomerang before we get off. So everyone, like, get your pretty face on. And get your phones up if you want your own boomerang. Feel free. Otherwise, I'll post it on the team page. Okay, get ready to, like, wave or wiggle or whatever. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I got it. I love JoJo in the bottom. This was really fun, and we have this recording to look at, I mean, in December. See what everyone said. See where you're at. And don't be afraid to dream bigger than you are, for sure.
Yes, call your shot.
Yes.
Call your shot.
I had a good friend of mine was a coach on my team for a long time, and she was really successful. She was a 1-star diamond, and she got pregnant, and she just, like, derailed. And I said all along, I'm like, this is my spite pregnancy to show you that you can build a business bigger than ever when you're carrying a baby.
Yeah.
So, like, don't let what you see, what typically people will use as an excuse. You use things as a reason to just go do it and prove everyone wrong. And that's the fun in this. All right, you guys reach out if you have any questions, and we'll look forward to our first Emerald Zoom this month. What are we calling that, Joy?
Just an Emerald call? We could call it a push to Emerald call. I don't know. We should come up with another name since we're doing the Rainbow Road thing.
Yeah, okay. So we'll post about that in the team page. But yeah, go print those documents, fill up your binders, and then go to bed filling your minds with your own visions. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye. I have kids
Bye.
screaming.